Hi, this is Professor Mike Strahan. I'm the nursing librarian here at Northern Michigan University. In this video today, we're going to talk about how to use the new CINAHL database interface. They revised it the early part of January of 2025, and we're just going to go over some basic highlights on how to do some simple searches in that database. We're going to start by going to the library guide and starting from within EDUCAT. So in this video, we're starting inside of Nursing 453, taught by Jeanette Stapleton. And scroll on down to the library block, which is located on the right-hand side. If this drawer is closed, there's an arrow you can click on up above. Scroll down to the library section, click on the link to the new 2025 Library Guide to Nursing Resources. Click on the Find Articles tab. Click on the link to CINAHL Plus with full text. Make sure that you do not bookmark the landing page. Every time you access the database, it assigns a session ID, and you won't be able to get that same session ID. So it's better instead to bookmark this library guide and keep coming back to it for all of your research needs and library services. We click on the link. I'm running this through NMU's LTE from home. And most people that are viewing this are also in that same situation. You're not on campus. And so it will prompt you to log in using your Northern Michigan University credentials, the same ones you use to log into EDUCAT. We click on Access Database. And in this case, it didn't prompt me because I am, with the new setups that we have, it automatically went directly to it because I'm using Northern's LTE. If you're using Spectrum or some other alternative internet provider, you will be prompted to log in with your username and password, and then you'll see the same screen that we're seeing now. Most of the time, people are just looking for keywords, and that type of searching is fine. There's a new setting in CINAHL and the other EBSCO databases. Whatever terms we put in, it will automatically map those to subject headings. And so this is a win-win for us. So what we're going to do here is a search on gestational diabetes. So I'm going to put that in the first box. And I'm not going to hit enter because I want to do some other words with this. I'm going to put in nursing care because we're looking for articles that deal with nursing care of patients with gestational diabetes. And it's going to search all fields. We'll be fine with that. Now, with the current new system, we have our limiters down here on the bottom, what they call filters. Used to be you'd have to jump around and open up boxes and stuff like this. It's a whole lot easier to use now. We click on English language. We're looking for only peer-reviewed articles. Do not click on the full text link because of the fact that the library subscribes to close to 400 online nursing journals and thousands of medical journals. You don't want to restrict it to just the full text that is held by our CINAHL subscription. And so, because you'll have access to all those other resources. So I have English language, peer-reviewed, and the last thing I want to limit this to is the past 5 years. Most often, it's the last 5 to 7 years. We're going to do 5 for purposes of this video. So we have our limiters set up. We're we typed in our terms, we click on search, and I have 46 results. By default, unlike the previous CINAHL, which would automatically arrange articles in reverse chronological order, this one is putting in by relevancy. So in other words, what is the best matching of terms together? It's still within that 5-year window. If you feel it necessary to change to date, you can do that too. But I think we're going to stick with the relevancy. You have the title of the article, you have the authors, it tells you what journal it's in, uh, what year, gives you a beginning part of the abstract, beginning part of the subject headings. From here, let's click on the title, and this will be an article that did an actual randomized controlled study. When you see the word download here, that means that this article is full text provided by CINAHL. And then to get that article, all we need to do is click on download. It by default will do the PDF. We're going to click on download again. It should prompt up and it automatically opened up the PDF. I have my computer configured to automatically open up into Adobe. And usually that's what the software will do for you. From here, you can go and save it. Go to the menu, do save as. What I want to do is put this on my desktop, and so not on the cloud. And so I'm going to choose a different folder. I'm going to go to the desktop. I have a folder here for RNBSN. I'm going to give it a real name, not a coded name. So we have DM smartphone should be enough. Click on save, it'll save it on my hard drive. Now, how do we cite this? We can do it manually. We can also make use of their system. I'm going to cancel this. And up here, the second icon from the left is the CITE tool. Click on that, choose APA 7th edition. What we're going to do is we're going to copy our reference. And I always double check it because sometimes they'll get it wrong. They won't automatically convert capitalization. They don't put things like, for example, for APA style capitalizing after a colon. You may have to make some adjustments to this, so just be aware of it. This is a starting point, not an ending point. We can copy it to the clipboard, and then we can paste it into our paper. I'm going to go back to results because there's more than just what we have as part of the full text in this database. So I'm going to go past the reviews. I'm not really interested in reviews. I've got exploring psychosocial adaptation to pregnancy in women with gestational diabetes. And I'm curious before I even get to that, what it's available. Yep. We'll click on the title. Let's take a look at the abstract, the subject headings that they use. So we know this is dealing with gestational diabetes, expectant mothers, some studies that they did, some standardized tests that they used, and the abstract written by the authors. And so what we want to do is get this article. So we click on Access Options. When it says get a copy, it's going to run it to see whether we have the article or not. In this case, we do not receive Contemporary Nurse, the Journal for Australian Nursing Professions. So in order to get that article, what I can do is I can click on Sign In. I log in to the system. I then click on Request Article at Interlibrary Loan. And our interlibrary loan is super fast. With our new Rapid ILL, it will take anywhere from 2 hours to 2 days to get a digital copy of the article sent to us. It fills in all the information of the request. The only thing that we have to do is indicate our phone number down here. Click on Submit to Request, and you'll get an email with a link telling you how to retrieve it online. We're not going to carry through that, so we're going to stop that part of the process. I'm going to go back to CINAHL, and let's take a look at the next one here. So I've got, this is in a rural community, Journal of Advanced Nursing. Click on the title, make sure it's something that we want to look for and retrieve. Abstract looks good, subject headings look good. They did a relatively good size sample. Click on Access Options, get a copy. And this one we have online. I know it for two reasons. It says available online here, and then under View Online, it has a link. Wiley is one of the major publishers of nursing journals in the world. So we click on this link. It won't take us to just a general homepage for that database, that publisher's website, but it will actually take us to that specific article. Also, it indicates full access. You may be prompted to log in when you click on that link. So be aware of that. I click on the PDF. It accesses it. I click on the arrow to download it in the upper right-hand corner. It opened up in Adobe. Click on Menu, do Save As. This is factors influencing. I want to save it in the same folder. And look at that, it actually put in the title of the article. So I'm going to delete and shorten this down a little bit. I just want factors influencing. Don't want those file names too long. Click on Save, and we're all set to go. Go back to the citation, click on the CITE tool, get my APA reference. Everything looks good, except for it says John Wiley and Sons Incorporated. So when I add this reference to my paper or to my presentation, you're going to exclude that part of the title. But everything else is fine. If you have any questions about how to do searching, how to retrieve materials, if you're running any problems retrieving materials, or it tells you we have something and you couldn't retrieve it for some reason, please contact me. My contact information is on the nursing guide right over here on the left-hand side. You can email me. You can also live chat me. Right now I'm off chat, but I'm online afternoons and evenings until 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you.